Hey family, we are Hey family, we Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hold your power.
I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life, accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? Now you cannot go
baby,
again.
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing? Come right on in, you guys. Come right on in. I need you guys to come right on in the building. I'm going to go out and I am going to come in myself so I can be right with you guys. Okay, so today is Monday. Happy Monday. We got Purple D over here in the building. We got Dee Dee in the building. We got Purple D, we got Lisa, Taylor, and we got Amari. Amari came in first. So I don't go in no kind of order. I'm just seeing what I can see. I didn't even put up a title on over here on Petition. So you guys, I want to share some with you. Oh my goodness. Okay, hey Sanja, and we got Tina Powers over here. They is in blue. Woke the God is in the building too, you guys. They are in blue. Those are the mods. I appreciate my mods. You guys give the mods a shout out because they work hard. They be coming in here when we only got 10 people. It's okay. We'll build it up. Ain't nothing to build it up. Right now, I'm not trying to build it up. I'm trying to get Diesel together. We almost got his shower thing going on. I mean, his bath thing. Now I got to get some stuff with my faucet outside together because it leak. But we finally gave Diesel a bath outside and it went okay. It didn't go the way I wanted to go, but it went okay. But he's losing a lot of hair right now. So much. It's unbelievable. It's like he's got the mange or something. They was like, no, he's just losing hair. I mean, he's losing his coat, his winter coat. And so, I mean, it's just hair all over the place. That's why I'm kind of glad we can't just keep giving him a bath because we'll have to plumber. But Diesel's doing well, you guys. So we're getting him straightened up because we got to have a clean dog. We can't have no stinking dog. That I just can't deal with. I just can't do. But anyway, I'm going to get started talking about this Tyree case. I'm sorry if you guys are not paying attention to what's going on. I see Lisa Calhoun in the building. Miss Philly G is here. Cherie is here. Ruby Turner is in the building. Zena's in the building. Okay, Lisa Taylor's on both apps. Okay, Lisa, I see you. Girl, go ahead and support. You guys, there is new information coming out on the Tyree case. Y'all are not going to believe what's going on. So I'm here to share it with you because this case, thank you, Freddie J. What's going on following this case? And some people's like, oh, I'm not interested. Some people's feeling some kind of way because it is a black on black crime. It's just the police. If you don't know, if you're in here and you're just sitting in the bushes and you ain't saying nothing, come out and say hi to somebody. They're going to say hi back to you. Just try. Okay. You're always in the world talking about ain't nobody. I ain't got no friends. I ain't got nobody to talk to. Well, you know, in the Bible, I say in the good book, the Lord says you want to make friends, you got to be friendly. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I always go back into what the words say. You know. Anyway, I am feeling some kind of way because I just got in a little trouble with my boss. I just stepped over my boundaries a little bit. So it kind of hurt his feelings. So I guess he wanted to hurt my feelings. He said, don't be going to my boss. Telling them nothing. I just need some help. Ain't nobody helping me. So it is what it is. But I don't know if I'll do that again. I don't care really. I'm just being honest with you. You need some help, you gotta ask. You know, maybe they get up and, you know, I take what I do seriously, and I don't know. You know, some people do it for the money. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do it for the money too. But this is just what I do. You know, I just like taking care of people and I want to do a good job. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, I do it for the money. Who don't? You go to work. Don't you go for the people be like, I love my job. Yeah, but if they didn't pay you, would you still just go every day? Come on. I went to school for this. I'm not finna play with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if your feelings get hurt. I mean, I do care, but what I'm saying is I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to do a good job. And to do a good job, you got to know what you're doing. You got to ask questions. You got to get help. You got to figure it out. Somebody ain't helping you. You go get some more help. You go ask somebody else. Somebody get mad about that? Get mad at yourself. I am trying to figure this out. And that's how I feel about it. If you're going to stop me from learning, then guess what? Somebody else, another job will be happy to have someone that is very aggressive about learning. Like I said, y'all don't understand. But the less that you know, the worse. I mean, you're not going to be effective in your job. It's just like right now, if I told you guys, okay, we're going to make a cake, but don't use the flour. Well, then how are we going to do it? Okay. Now you're trying to figure out how to make this cake and how to get it all together, but don't go use that. If this person got the answer, I'm going to that person who got the answer. That person got the flour, I'm going to the person who got the flour. You know what I'm saying? This is why when we get in these situations like Tyree, and I know y'all saying, oh, she puts everything around Tyree. No, because this is life. I'm just being honest with you. This is life. And everything that you do, you look at it in this situation. And this is why there's 15 to 20 people watching him die on the street because nobody's wanting to ask the question. What did he do? Or whatever. So we're going to talk about it. You know what? My makeup's looking ugly, but it's okay. I kind of want to turn the camera off and go, you know. I do, but I won't. So it's okay. So I'm going to read to you guys. They're lying. They're lying. They're getting caught in their lies. And this is why you need to know what you know. When you know what you know, you can sit back and go, So the EMTs that was sent to the area where Tyree was arrested on January the 7th, they're trying to get their license back. Now, I got two situations here. First, it says the former EMT involved in the Nichols investigation loses his appeal. He done lost his job. Now he done appealed his suspension. He wants his license lifted up from the suspension because guess what? He can't work. See, now it's affecting people's money. Now you're going to start hearing some truth. And too many people know what happened. Too many people know what happened. You're going to start hearing the truth and you're going to start seeing them fuss and fight because nobody did the right thing. Nobody did the right thing. This is what I tell you guys. Thank you, Purple D. I see you in the building. So let me go into the comment section so I can see you guys over here. Hey, Miss Dee, she's over in she was in 2 platforms. She's over here now in YouTube. So anyway, nobody did the right thing. And Monique Hall, I see you here. And you get caught up into that. And I feel that way. I do. I feel that way. Like, you know, I'm at a job to make money, but I got people stepping on my neck. Like, you know, you're the charge nurse. And we want you to have this done. And we want you to have that done. And I'm trying to do it, and I can't figure out how to do it. And they was like, oh, just refresh your computer. I refresh it. It's still not working, right? So my boss, my DON's boss, had came in, and she was giving us a class. Remember the class, the last time that I missed coming on? I went to that class. And in that class, I was sitting right next to her. And I was like, I'm not going to understand this until I get, start doing it. And then she said, trying to figure out the computer, not my nursing. I was a nurse before I got there. I've been a nurse 15. I keep saying 15, but it's really like 17 now, you guys. I keep saying 15 years. So I need to start saying 17 years because it's been 17 years now. Okay. Anyway, I said, I'm not going to understand this until I try to put all this in. And she gave me her number. She gave me her phone number. And I said, right in front of my DON and all the other nurses, I'm writing down a number. I'm the only one writing down a number. I said, I am going to call you. If I got a problem, and I can't figure this out, I'm going to call you. She said, yeah, I'm the guru. I'm the person to go to. Call me. Well, I called her this weekend because it wasn't working the way I wanted it to work or the way it's supposed to. It wasn't putting in the information like it was supposed to, right? So today, I was in the chat with the other nurses talking about some stuff or whatever. And, my DON say, hey, this is supposed to be done. This is supposed to be done. And I said, yeah, I tried to do it over the weekend. I even called, Keish. That's her name, Keish. I'm just going to say Keish. And she was trying to explain it to me, but I need more of like on hands, like right there in my face, and let me click on it while we're talking about it or something. Not over the phone because we can't do it, or I'm not understanding it or whatever. So he texts me back on a private message and says, next time, don't go to her. You come to me, or come to choo-choo over here. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to get some help. Now you feeling some kind of way because I didn't come to you. I've already went to choo-choo, and choo-choo told me to refresh. So when I refreshed, it still didn't happen. So evidently, y'all, whatever. So I was like, I didn't know it was a problem for me to call Keish, and you know what I'm saying? So can I come in 15 minutes early? And He's like, yeah, whatever. So what I'm saying to you guys is, I'm looking at this situation like everybody, people step on people's neck and keep them in a situation where don't go to the big boss, don't ask no questions, just do it like this, or you don't do it. It makes me look bad when I can't do a job that I'm getting paid to do. And I'm thinking this is what they do. So what I'm saying is, then I got to follow suit with these people. I don't want to stay stagnant if I'm not going to learn and be able to do the job that you pay me to do, but you want to sit there and say, this need to be done. I don't want to write people up, but nobody's taking the time to show me what to do. I'm going to bounce sooner or later. I'm not one of those, I just put it like this. I'm not one of those black folks that I just want to get paid. I mean, I do want to get paid, but I don't want to just get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like if you told me to come and cook, I'm going to come and cook. I'm not going to come and bedazzle you and then go get you some McDonald's. I'm going to cook. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they don't want to look bad because they haven't trained you. Exactly. I know, Dee. They haven't trained. They haven't trained the computer stuff, So, and I get it. I know it makes him look bad. But if he was there when she was like, you can call me, and she gave me her number in front of everybody else could have took her number down too. Nobody took her number down. I took her number down because I called. But basically, he telling me, don't call her because you're making me look bad. Because you know what? I'm not making you look bad. You're making yourself look bad. Okay? Anyway, let's talk about these EMTs because I got something to say about this. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to read two situations because there's two situations. So this EMT lost his job, lost his license. Uh-oh. Now it don't want to come up. It did that earlier. It was like, it didn't want to come up. And I was like, yeah, I know how to get you up now. Thank you, Purple D, for the hearts and the musical notes. You want to leave the place better than you found it. Exactly. And you know what? I did some of the work last night and it worked just fine, but I got some open ones. And so he was like, well, y'all got some open files that you didn't complete. So we don't want all that work to be undone or whatever. So I'm like, yeah. And I called Keisha over the weekend and she was trying to help me, but try to close them out or whatever. You should have called her. You know what? I'm so done with it because here's the thing. I could call you guys. You're not going to answer the phone. And if you do, you're busy. You make me feel like I'm bothering you. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? And so, and I've already talked to one person, Cuckoo over there, and Cuckoo said refresh and that fixes it. It doesn't fix it. So I needed to talk to somebody that knew what they were doing. Thank you, Purple D. Thank you, Lisa Taylor. Thank you for the hearts and the musical notes. So let's get into this topic about the EMT. Okay. So this is what it says, you guys. Let me just read it to you. You guys are going to flip when I tell you. So this EMT, the picture that you seen coming in, that young man right there, I got something to show you. I just don't have all the time I need to show you guys what's going on. You guys are going to flip. I'm trying to explain it to you as it start coming out so you won't be lost in the sauce when this stuff start happening because this is huge. This is huge. This is going to be history, you guys. Your kids, your grandkids, is going to have to go to school and understand what happened while you were living. You could have explained it to him. So I'm just letting you guys know. So it says Memphis, Tennessee, Friday morning, the Tennessee Health Professional Board, which is within the Tennessee Department of Health, the TDH, had an emergency board meeting to hear the appeal of the former Memphis Fire Department EMT. His name is Robert Long. Now remember, they're not gonna call him Robert Long all the time. They're just gonna say Long. So just remember his last name is Long, and Jermichael Sandridge. Okay, it says Long and Sandridge are the EMTs. It's the black guy and the white guy who were at the scene of Tyree Nichols' arrest on January the 7th. And it turns out that was Long's first day. Long's was the white guy, and Sandridge is the black guy. So it turns out that Long's first day back in the field after returning from combat deployed with the U.S. Army. That's a lot. That right there tried to help it. That title of him being in the field, being deployed in the Army, just first day back to work, he got called out on the Tyree Nichols case on January the 7th. That says a lot. And I understand why they put it in there, why his attorney brought that to the front. Because you're like, oh, he serves our country and he's an EMT. Let's give him a little bit of passion, which I get it. And I understand. And I do give him passion. Because I was like, wow, this is his first day back to work. He been all across the country fighting and everything. This is a good man. And he went, he fight for our country. He became an EMT. He's still taking care of people and all of that other stuff. And he just wants his license back. He wants them to know, what this is my living. This is why I went to, to fight in the war, to go to school, so that I can take care of my family. And now I've got this license, and you guys done suspended it. I didn't even know what was going on. This is what this guy is saying. He didn't even know what was going on, but here you go. Because of the timing only, Long was able to give his testimony, and he described his arrival to the scene of Castlegate Lane and Ross Road. Okay. He said, this is what he said. He said, I asked the MPD, the Memphis Police Department, what happened to the patient? And an MPD, Memphis Police Department officer, state that Tyree ran from us. Okay. Long said he was going off the information only given to him by the respondent Memphis Police Department officer. And then Nichols had been pepper sprayed and nothing else. Said he ran. This is what Long said. The EMT said this. He ran from us and he's been pepper sprayed. That's it. That's what Long said the Memphis Police Department told him. Now, he said, I was only going off the information that was given to me. Nothing else. So then Long said, I performed a visual assessment and noted that the patient had a bump on his head and a busted lip and a dry, bloody nose. That's what Long said when he did his visual assessment, because you have a visual assessment that you put in your head when you come on a scene. Is the person breathing? He didn't see anything else. He didn't see the fight. He didn't see the struggle. He didn't see the abuse. He didn't see all that unhumane, how they treated Tyree. All he seen, he said, was a bump on his head, a busted lip, and a dry, bloody nose. Now, we seen the video. Now, when he's setting up on the side of the car, and he's like, you knew there had to be an altercation. Now, being an EMT or something of that nature, you may not know there was a beat down or something, but this man was in distress, right? Put a 1 in the chat. if you came on the scene and he can't even set up, he's in distress. He couldn't even keep himself up. Because there's more to this story that I'm going to share with you guys, and you guys are going to say, get out of here. And I don't care if you take it to another channel and share it. Everybody need to know this, because they're not looking at everything in the world, the surroundings. They want to go with their narrative. I'm just giving you these informations when people go into court, what was said, because this is what we're going to base our information on, and then there's other stuff. Yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. So Long said he was just going off the information that the responded Memphis Police Department officers that told that Nichols had been pepper sprayed. He said, I performed a visual assessment and noted that the patient had a bump on his head, a busted lip, and a dry, bloody nose. After the internal investigation, Long was fired. So the white EMT officer, or Caucasian, I'm going to just say Caucasian because I don't think nobody's just black or white. So if I could say African American, I'm going to say Caucasian because I just think it sounds better. So, and I think it's just a little bit more, you understand when I'm trying to describe to you who is who. Okay? So, after an internal investigation, Long was fired from the department, along with Sandrid and Lieutenant Michelle Whittaker in late January. They were fired, and their license was suspended. So they can't even work in that. They're going to have to go to McDonald's, or they're going to have to go to Walmart or something, or whatever. They're not going to make that big, long money no more. So Long was like, no, I did too much to get this license. I'm going to appeal this because I don't know what they did before I got there. I don't know. So he tried to appeal it. And this is what's coming up on the appeal. There's going to be information in here you guys going to know about that other people's not going to know about because they're not looking at that. They're just Tyree. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at the whole pie. You just can't just eat one scoop and just think that that's it. That it ain't. It's everything. And anything somebody say is just going to help you understand the true nature of how people get involved. Thank you, Amari. Thank you for the hearts, the musical notes in the hearts. Thank you. So there is also, listen, you guys, there is also a fourth MFD employee that was mentioned during the Memphis City Council meeting. So there's another officer, there's another fire person that was mentioned. See, now we finna start getting some names. Friday, we confirmed through MFD the identity of that employee. I'm giving you another name. His name is Jesse Guy. Now, just remember, we're still looking for Luke, but there's a guy named Jesse Guy that they was like, hey, Luke, come here. And remember, there's a woman in there talking too. Now, remember, I'm going to share this with you. Do not forget this. I wish I can just download the video, let you hear for yourself. There's a woman talking, but remember the woman that that stayed in the vehicle. She's saying she just stayed in the vehicle. No, she's talking in the video, and she's maybe she's talking to him, and she's just sitting on the side talking about, hey, what happened? Oh, he ran. All right, you guys. Oh, he looked bad. Okay, well, y'all be safe. She's saying that while she's sitting in the vehicle. I doubt it. But anyway, you guys, see, that's why some people got fired, because the truth gonna come out. This young lad gonna get some justice. He gonna get some justice, whatever they call justice in the United States is, get known for what happened, maybe some things, laws and stuff change. This is why when we go through in this world and people don't vote and people just go and do stuff like this, we like, hey, there's too many people in this world died so you could have the right to vote and to sit in the restaurants and get a job and not be beat down just because you driving white, whatever, black or whatever. And then you guys being African American just sat there and beat this man because why? Because he got away from you? Because he was scared? because you guys are trying to shake him down because you got the wrong person and you don't want to take responsibility to just do your job. You understand what I'm saying? Do your job. There's a way to do it, and you're supposed to do that. And this is why I tell you guys, when I come in, you guys are like, she's just talking about her situation. I'm talking about my situation because this situation is the same thing. You know, do the right thing. You know, the right to read, exactly. So there is also a fourth MFD employee that was mentioned during the Memphis City Council meeting last week. Friday, we confirmed through MFD the identity of the employee is Jesse Guy. He's currently a firefighter. So paramedic with MFD and has been with the department since October of 2012. See, not everybody lost their job, but he was there too. So why he didn't lose his job? Okay, but he was there and you didn't give him no aid. So a lot of people saved their jobs right now, but we do now know his name is Jesse Guy. You guys put his name on in there because I'm reading it. It says Jesse Guy. Okay, Jesse, Jesse, Guy, Guy. He arrived to the Tyree Nichols scene much later than Long and Sandra, but Guy had administrative hearing before an internal panel 2 weeks ago. He already had an internal administrative panel. He done already went through all of this. And as of now, it's unclear if there was any disciplinary action that was taken against him. He ain't said nothing. He don't want his name with this situation or anything. So he don't went, we don't, but evidently something had to happen. He had to go in front of the administrators and say, okay, you was there. You know, why you didn't render aid? What did you say? You know what I'm saying? So all these people, names are starting to come out. Okay, hey, information man, I see you. Peace and respect. So Long and Sandra subsequently had their TDH. I'm sorry, I almost said some TCH. TDH license suspended. And Friday was their chance to appeal that decision. According to Long, circumstances was hindering his ability to render aid. He says Tyree was not compliant and rolled away. He's gonna say the EMT said that Tyree was not compliant and he rolled away from him like leave me alone. I don't want no care. This man was in distress. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Now they're blaming the patient. I didn't care for him because he rolled away. He didn't roll, he fell. If you don't know the difference from a person in distress, you don't need to be fighting for nobody's country talking about, well, they didn't need no help. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that ain't even half of it, you guys. Hold on, because I know y'all finna get heated when I tell you this. Come on. He said Tyree was not compliant and rolled away from me. He began to list. The MPD is still standing over the patient, impeding the patient's care. They're saying because the police was standing over him, he could not give him care. Now, this is the second thing he done said. Okay? This is the second thing he done said why he could not give this man care. Then he says, the MPD is still standing over the patient, impeding patient care. The MPD state they would not uncuff him. So I'm guessing he's saying that he asked them to uncuff him, and they was like, no, we're not going to uncuff him. Like, uncuffing his hands is going to make him run when y'all got 20 officers there. They trying to act like this boy was a threat. He couldn't even breathe, okay? Yes, Jesse Guy shouldn't be an EMT. He is not a lifesaver. Exactly. So Tyree being cuffed, according to Long, prevented the MFD from being able to take his blood pressure. He said, I couldn't take his blood pressure because he was handcuffed. You can take a blood pressure with the thigh, with the ankle, with your leg. You can take a blood pressure. They all got pulse. Blood is running through. But he had the nerves to say, you guys, look it up. I'm not going to lie to you. Look it up. I'm not a specialist or anything, but you can. Because there's people that don't have arms. What are you going to say? I can't take a blood pressure because they ain't got no arms. You got to take a blood pressure. You take a thigh or the leg, just like a pulse. If they ain't got no arm, you say, well, what's the pulse? Well, you take it right here. Or you take it in the foot. Or you take it in the leg. There's a pulse somewhere. You got blood running through you. I'm sorry. This man, I just could not. He said he couldn't take a blood pressure. And here's the thing. They recommend you to, if you can't take a blood pressure in the arm, because we sometimes take it on the wrist. If you can't take it, they even recommend you take one of those automatic ones and just use it on the leg. You know, his leg was right there. His leg was just, why you couldn't take it? But this is what he said. Yes. Okay, so let me get into some more. So he said he couldn't take, he says it prevented the MFD from being able to take his blood pressure. I believe that's what made him not get his license. Because I'm gonna just give you the clip notes. He didn't win this appeal, okay? So I'm just letting you know that from the beginning. But he said this while they was in court. Then he says, Long aside mentioned, Long is a guy, Long also mentioned that Tyree told him. This man said Tyree, okay, here we go. Drum roll. Long said Tyree told him he's been drinking that night. Hold on. I know y'all saying what? This man says that Tyree woke up out the coma that they basically beat him into and said, I've been drinking all night. Good night. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. And y'all, you heard it here first. I'm just being honest with you. You heard it here first. That's right. Tell the truth. You're going to tell it. Tell the whole truth. He said, Long said that Tyree told him he's been drinking that night. But when pressed by the board, that narrative, it started fragmenting. You know what that means? Falling apart. They said, oh, he told you? Because, see, we don't know what the autopsy when he died. Everybody wants to say, oh, he died at the hospital 3 days later. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to give y'all that because nobody can pronounce him deceased but a doctor. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. A person could die right there. They're going to rush you to the hospital and hook them up to a machine or whatever. I'm just being honest with you guys. I've seen it too many times, but they be really gone there. And I'm not saying he was. I'm just saying, I guarantee you he didn't wake up and say, I've been drinking. His mama say, ain't no way. This boy don't do drugs. This boy don't drink. There's certain kids that they got certain diagnosis. He's diagnosed with Crohn's, and there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Without saying that this kid is not one of those bad kids that, you know them bad kids where, remember the little girl that said, I wish I can just take a vacation and so I can be away from all these bad kids. Linda, just get away from all these bad kids. He's not one of those bad kids, okay? And just because a kid drink or do whatever, they're not bad kids. They're just pressured in society. And they do stuff like that. Hey, Lisa done came and got some people in here. She done tell the truth. Somebody done came in here want to know the truth. All right, DC 101 is in the building. Thank you, Lisa Taylor. All right, welcome on in, DC 101. Okay, so as he got to telling that story, they got to drilling the guy, and his story fell apart, and they were looking at him like, you're lying. This man didn't wake up out of this stupor that they done beat him into and tell you he's been drinking. They tried to get that lie across. Okay, so they asked these questions. They said, was there a sobriety test administered in the field? And Long said, nope, not that I was aware of. He says, was his BAC taken in the field? He said, nope, not that I was aware of. So, okay, I'm just letting you guys know. So Daryl O'Neill, that's Long's attorney, he brought an EMT trainer in. His name is John Holloway, as an expert witness to advocate on Long's behalf. And both sides watched the portions of the Sky Cop video. The video that we see, they was watching from the Castlegate scene. And the EMT Long is not a threat. He did a testimony. The EMT that they brought in, Holloway, says that Long is not a threat or danger to society. Here's the thing. Long is not a danger or threat to society, but you're not on trial to go to jail. Your license is just suspended because you're not suitable. If you couldn't figure out that this man was dying and in distress, and you didn't even do the blood pressure, you didn't render aid, you didn't do press. I mean, you didn't do anything. You didn't put a Band-Aid on his head. You didn't ask him questions. You're talking about he told you he was drinking. And see what I'm saying? Everybody that watched that video know that man didn't have no full conversation with you. Everybody know that. So during the cross-examination, the board asked Holloway, in his opinion, if it seemed as though MPD was impeding care to Nicole, Tyree, by standing in the way. So they asked the person that they brought in to advocate for Long and said, these officers, we're watching this video and they're standing around. Is this subduing the area so Long can't do his job? Long can't give him care because the police officers are standing there? And Holloway had to say, no, that's a lie. And that was the end of that. The board voted unanimously. That means there's some people that said that he should, and you probably know those people who they were. But the reason why I want you guys to know that it was unanimously, because guess what? That tells you something. No matter what people see, we're not all going to be in agreement what we see. And some people just going to go that way, knowing that they're like, oh, just give him his license. He's a good kid. He's a good old boy. You know, he done fought for it. And that I get that. I understand. And it is sad that he lost his license and he was caught, but that's your job. And nobody wants to lose their job after going to school all this time and you just made a bad decision or something. But losing your license, normally what happens is you don't lose your license forever. I'm just letting you guys know. He's just right now is suspended. You don't lose your license forever. You make a bad decision or something, you know, there's insurance that'll pay for you making bad decisions. But if it was life-threatening, you know that you be suspended for a while, maybe a year or two, get you some more training. This is why I'm telling you guys, I'm fighting my boss about this training, and he's like, don't call Keisha no more. You call me or such and such. And y'all don't know, this been going on for 2 months, y'all. Like I said, the last time I went, I wasn't here, and I had to go to training. That's when I got the phone number from Keish. Anyway, let me read you the second one, you guys. I got this one, and then let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. So that was the first one I wanted to share with you guys. And no one could have had a full conversation with them because Tyree was beaten to death. Yeah, take your lies and shove them. Exactly. Okay, so this is the second. This is somebody else reporting on what happened while they went to court. I want to share this with you guys, and we're going to get out of here. Okay, it says new details are released in the death of Tyre Nichols. Now, I told you guys this once, and I know some people are going to get mad at me, but certain reporters report one way and certain reporters report another way. And someone had came to me and said, "Hey, SP, Fox, don't listen to that." And I was like, "Why?" They was like, "Because that's racist." And I was like, "It is. I didn't know that." They were like, and then I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, okay." Because it's the way that they tell the story. That's why they call it history. It's his story or your story. You know what I'm saying? It's his story. Okay. So this is his story. This is Fox's story. Okay. So I want to share this with you guys. Okay. I'm just letting you guys on a little bit. If you can understand what I'm saying between the lines, okay, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. So Memphis, Tennessee says the new details are releasing. This is in Fox, releasing the death of Tyree Nichols. Fox is learning just how negligence the medical text may have been in the night Tyree was fighting to save his life. Documents leaked to the decision to suspend the license of advanced EMT Jamichael Sandrid and EMT Robert Long say the text violated state rules of emergency aid and treatment. Long and Sandridge was ultimately fired from the Memphis Fire Department following the January 7th traffic stop on Tyree. In the report, officials say the text failed to provide basic emergency care to Nichols for 19 minutes. For 19 minutes. Come on, let's keep going. During a February the 3rd virtual meeting, Tennessee Department of Health attorney Matt Gibbs responded to the deadly incident and multiple points of the video. There are times where the responders are just standing around, not offering care or treatment. They're just standing around. Meanwhile, in the most recent document, Long and Sandridge are also accused of failing to initiate a primary examination. They didn't even never examine the guy. The report says Nichols' vital signs were not checked and he did not receive high flow oxygen and was not placed on a heart monitor. There was not, they just put him on a gurney. That's what I'm saying, you guys. They didn't give him oxygen. They didn't put an oximeter on him. They didn't do nothing. They just put him on a gurney. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Okay. New information in the report also revealed that a span of 27 minutes passed from the time the EMTs arrived on the scene to the time the ambulance left. 27 minutes from the time that they arrived on the scene. Never did nothing. No oxygen, no vitals. They didn't even check his respiration, see how many beats per minute that you breathe in and breathe out. I can do that. Mississippi 1, 1, 2. Mississippi 2. It's easy. It's usually between 18 to 28. Okay. Come on, you guys. This is ABC. This is ABC. 27 minutes passed from the time the EMTs arrived on the scene to the time the ambulance left with Tyree. We also learned a third fire department employee was fired, according to officials. Lieutenant Michelle Whittaker stayed in the fire truck while on Tyree's response call. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. I told you this. She was fired. And you know what? She didn't stay in the truck. I told you guys that. I was going to download the video. We were just going to listen to how she said, he tried to run. I guess she thought one of the boys was cute. I said the boys, one of the guys was cute. So she wanted to just, I'm the sergeant. I'm the lieutenant. I'm the supervisor. So, anyway. I'm not happy when people lose their job. Just don't get me wrong on that, you guys. I'm not happy about that. I'm just saying nobody did their job. Nobody's trying to do their job. So you guys understand when I come in here and I get frustrated because I'm trying to do a job and I got people on my neck like, no, just make your money. No, I'm going to do that. Trust and believe. I'm fighting to get half of my check that you didn't pay me for and half my check in January that you didn't pay me for. So I'm going to get my money, period, point blank. But I want to do the right thing. I told you guys be proud of me because, in 3 days, I sent 3 people to the hospital. One's still in there fighting for their life. What if I just stood there? There was another nurse at one of them when the diabetes went down to 39. She just stood there. She actually was making bets. Oh, I bet you they ain't going to take her. They're just going to give her the glucagon and that'll increase her blood sugar and they're not going to take her. They took her. So what I'm saying is, and I want to call and see, hey, have it came out of ICU into a room yet? But that's the difference from somebody that wants to do right and somebody that wants just to check. You know what I'm saying? Because trust and believe, this person hollers all the time, help, 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 help. And then when you go in the room, it's like, give me a donut. And you down there all day long, like, light on, help, help. He's got a loud voice. You don't even want to go in there, but I do. And he's not breathing. So you're going to miss some, you're going to get some, but don't let nobody step on your training or anything. And yes, you want to keep your license, but you can't be scared of losing your license when you can lose a life. So even if you went down and got on your knees and gave him some comfort words or something, or just act like you was listening to his heart, or seeing how many, respirations that he had, something, just tell him something, put oximeter on him, put your hand on his heart, get his pulse. Nobody did nothing. They absolutely did nothing from the time they were called, because the beatdown happened. They got called. Everybody just stood around like it was a party. I don't want to be a part of that crowd. You guys understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of that. Nothing. Nope. So, oh, Soldier Girl, you need to quit. If I look like Beyonce, probably on her worst day. Anyway, you guys, if anybody want to call in, we got 6 minutes. Call on in. Get that ticket to go into the Easter giveaway. We're going to be giving away April the 1st. There's going to be all kind of goodies in there. We're only giving away one golden egg. The egg is this big, and it's going to have treats in it. It's going to have gift card in it. It's going to have this in it. It's going to have that in it. It's good, but it's just a thing of saying thank you guys. But I really want you guys to stay on this case. This case, you think, see, just like the Shinquella case, you thought that was going to fade away. Well, You've got Benjamin Crump on there. Hey, give me a 1 minute of your time. What's going on?
Good evening, ST News Nuggets.
Hey, what's going on? What you think about this?
Girl, it's a mess because her even asked authority being over the officer, she didn't take charge. She was supposed to go there. I said, move out the way, move in.
Exactly.
Do this, do that.
Yeah. Why was she just driving the truck and then just stay in the truck?
Because, like you said, somebody was on there. She was flirting with her. She was flirting. She thought she was too cute to get out. Oh, I'm too pretty to go here.
How do you think that makes a person feel that you're the supervisor and you didn't even go see your workers go assist this man and in anything, hold his hand, anything? It's just neglect.
Neglect on her part, being the top dog.
Exactly.
She didn't get out there when she seen they just standing back.
Right.
Why did she go there and say, oh, hey, now, what are you doing? Why are you not taking his pulse? Why are you not trying to clean his nose and see if anything broken? What's up with a knot on his head?
Exactly.
I wouldn't want that to be me. And my life was in danger like that.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you. We're only doing 1 minute calls today. Thank you, Freddie. You are in the giveaway a couple of times now. You go with your bad self. Thank you. Bye-bye. Anybody else need to call in? Give me 1 minute of your time. What you think? Get in the giveaway. Come on, call on in. We got 3 minutes left. Who wants it? Come on, because then people be like, oh, I wish I was in it. You never know who's gonna win. Let me see how many tickets we got. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Come on, Zan. What's going on, Zan? I got you in there.
Hey, SB.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I think when it comes to the EMT, they're actually, at this point, lucky that there's been no other charges filed against them.
Exactly.
The fact that the only thing that happened to them was losing their jobs and losing their license.
Right. Well, they're lucky. Their license is just suspended. I'm pretty sure they're going to get their license back.
Right, at some point.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to do some training, some classes. I mean, anything can make you lose your license or get it suspended. I turned in a paper one time and I didn't have my something right on there, or I didn't tell them about something. And girl, they had me going to classes and oh God. But then there's a nurse that we have. She got caught, I guess, with some marijuana or something in her system. And I mean, she can still work, but she can't work. I mean, she can't work with the narcotics for 2 years. She did that, and now she just take classes once a month. They do a Zoom thing. I mean, they don't just take your license and that's it, unless you literally administer some. I mean, and even if you administer a drug and it kills somebody, then that might be like, whoa, we don't want to give you that license again. But something like this, like you didn't make a right decisions, they usually give you a chance to get your license back. And you're right. They could get other charges.
Exactly. They could have gotten other charges put against them. They just charged those 2 EMTs in Illinois with murder for improperly restraining the gentleman to the gurney.
Exactly.
So they're very lucky.
Yeah.
The time that it took them to even look at Tyree, it was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. Nobody's been able to explain why did nobody go directly to the patient and see about him.
Right.
That wasn't anyone's first priority.
Right. And now looking back at the videos that they showed us, it was like a 6-minute video, right? But they're saying from the time that the EMS got there and the time that they we ain't seeing it all. We ain't seeing it all. So they're looking at all of it. So there's more videos we need to see.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I think they're just showing us what they consider to be the prominent part.
Right. Exactly.
Of the videos.
Right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your input. Anything else you want to add, or that's what's up?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me call in.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Zane is in the building. Let me see. Freddie's in the building. Freddie.
Yes. I just came up so that everybody should know. Y'all need to get in on that golden egg. You know, the tickets are one for calling in. I forgot how many you get if you show your picture, SP, and how many you get if you don't show your picture.
If you come on the panel and show your face, you get 3. If you come on the panel just like you are right now, you get 2. If you call in, you get 1.
Okay, so I mean, just simple rules. Everybody come in. Come on now, get on this golden egg now.
Yeah, we're supporting the Tyre Nichols case, and we want everybody to understand and know what's going on. We know that this is going to be historic, and we want the people to be educated about really everything that happened. And you can't say you didn't know. You didn't know that this happened. This happened.
Okay, thank you, SP. I just came up to let them know now. I'm getting my tickets in there now. I'm going for this golden.
All right, I see you in there. Thank you. You got 2 more.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, what's going on, Tina? You in the building?
Well, good evening, everybody. Hey, Freddie. I know she don't, but anyway. Wow. I said Friday. I don't remember what day I called in, but I said some more BS is about to come out, and Lord have mercy. Come on, girl, spill the cheese some more.
Exactly. You know what?
For the sugar and the cream too.
They are starting to tell people's names and blaming this person and blaming that person.
Girl. I mean, you know, for real, like I said before, you know, these white folks, boy, I tell you, I don't mean to sound prejudiced or nothing like that, because I'm not a prejudiced person. But, man, come on.
Exactly. What do you think about this Mr. Long saying that Tyree told him that he was drinking all night?
Well, like I put it in the chat just a few minutes ago, they could take their lives and shove it up their butts. I mean, you know, that's what I said. And Sanjay and Soldier Girl, y'all can back me up, but that's what I said. Matter of fact, you read it. So, you know, that's what I got to say about that. They could take their lives and shove it up their butt.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You didn't do pulse. You didn't do a heart. All you did. So, like you said earlier, and I'm backing you up 100%, all you did was threw him on a gurney, turned on that siren, and took him to the hospital, and, you know, they did the rest.
Yeah.
What the hell did y'all do?
Exactly. Like, where was the emergency? Where was the rendering aid? There was no rendering aid all the way until he got to the, and then they took him to there was a hospital close by, which is a trauma unit. They took him cross town to a non-trauma hospital.
Right.
Oh my God. This is why I say training and schooling and education is the key. The more training and effectiveness you can be, the more you know, the more powerful you will be. You can make a better decision. It helps you to keep your license. It helps you to be a better person. It helps you save lives.
Yes. Preach it, sister, preach it.
To know more, you can do better. Don't let somebody sit there. Like my boss was like, don't be calling her no more. I'm like, I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna, hey, okay. But I come in early and you guys ain't gonna show me something, it's almost time for me to go, because I just can't just like if I was a money dog or whatever, I'll just stay there for the money. But what I'm saying is I need, I need to keep going up because until you say, okay, you're doing a perfect job. You're doing exactly what we want. But don't come in here talking about ain't nobody filling this out, ain't nobody filling that out. I'm gonna write y'all up. Okay, well, I'm trying to fill it out. Mm-hmm. Well, don't call her and ask her for help. Right. Well, I done called you guys and y'all didn't tell me it still ain't working. And we just keep going, forget about it, don't put flour in the cake and, just egg and butter.
Right. And like I say, it's a disgrace a whole way around, It don't matter what color you are a disgrace. I don't want you back on the police force, just like the Cabo 6. I don't want you here. And I wish they would go back to New Mexico.
Yeah.
One case at a time, because I'm hyped up with both of them.
Right.
Oh, girl. I don't want you here. I don't want you in Tennessee. I don't want you in Virginia. I don't want you in North Carolina. I don't want you in Ohio. Wherever you may go again, I don't want you here.
Exactly.
That's for the Cabo 6 and for these thugs. No. We don't want you here. No. Now, I'm sure, girl. Now you done got me heated.
Okay.
But yeah. Ooh, girl, let me go calm down because I need a blood pressure pill.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So we got Tina, we got Zed in there, and we got Freddie in there. You guys, I'm going to get on off of here. We'll come back on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. I might be a little late because that 3 o'clock is something different for me. But it always catch me off guard. But I'm making it. I'm still trying to make it. So I always tell you guys, if I ain't here by 3:15, we ain't doing it. But I try to make it in there, So I will see you guys Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Let's see here again.